Welcome to Alexandra Palace. Right, I've moved on to the accurascale stand. Now this is pretty exciting for me. I've been a lifelong Deltic enthusiast. Now at Wally last year you announced the 55 Deltic.
We did, yeah.
When I saw it I nearly fell over. And I did fall over when I received the Christmas card from you. And that was a nice touch, so you're clearly in contact with your customers.
Yeah, that was a very important part of what we do is to keep our customers happy.
Yeah.
And we're really focused on customer care.
Yeah. So why the 55 Deltics?
Well, first of all, it's a locomotive all of us at accurascale are really interested in. It's an iconic diesel engine. And what better way to make a statement with your first locomotive than to do the Big Daddy of them all?
Yes. I noticed on some of the forums that they were saying you're a company that's copying other companies, whereas you've had the Lima one already, you've had the Bachmann one already. I guess it's the same as something like the Class 66, where companies have made multiple models of one particular prototype. Now my argument was that the Bachmann one had seen better days basically, and same with the Lima one, and I believe there's a position in the market for it. Would you agree with that statement?
I want to detract from many other brands' efforts, but I suppose what I will say is that it's been quite some time since a newly tooled Deltic has been brought to market. I think it's over 15 years since a newly tooled Deltic was released. So time has passed, technology has moved on in that time frame, and the abilities of the CAD engineers and the moulding processes has improved as well. So yeah, I would see. I know you'll always have, no matter what you do, someone will find fault.
Of course, yeah.
Not to buy it. But I think the response we've received to this in terms of pre-orders and interest has really proven to us that we picked the right locomotive to.
What are the main two areas of this locomotive which is going to really make it stand out from the others?
Detail-wise, it's going to be, the most accurate Deltic model brought to market.
Absolutely.
The price point too is, I think it's quite, you get a lot of bang for the buck in terms of detail for the price. So it's 160 for DCC ready version and 250 for Loxel 5-fitted sound version.
And that, with the Class 55 Deltic, as many enthusiasts know, it's famous for its noise and the sound the prototype made. That is very important in this model.
Yeah, we were very conscious of the fact that the Deltic has a very unique sound, that throaty Napier roar.
Yes.
So what we've done with that is we're using a two-speaker setup. We have an EM2 type bass speaker just to handle that low-end sound, the growl, and then we have the sugar cube speaker to handle the high-end sounds then as well.
So you personally, the Class 55 Deltic, you're an Irishman obviously. You like them?
Yeah, I mean for us growing up, getting the trains and model rail was initially all that we had available to us was Hornby train sets and Lima. So that's what we went with them, because in Ireland we get UK TV channels to watch BBC and see what was going on there, all the documentaries that were shown back in the 80s and 90s.
And what is unusual about your project that I've noticed is you're not bringing out one livery Deltic, you're not bringing out two livery Deltic, you're bringing out 20, is it? 20 different ones all at once?
Between our main production run of 17 locomotives and the special editions we're doing for rails, along with the Rail Museum and Deltic Conservation Society, we're doing all the Deltics. But it's actually 23 because Locomotion are doing two versions of Hoyley, as preserved and as finished in service.
Yes.
In Pier green.
And personally for you, obviously this project is a little baby for you.
Yeah, I mean,
do you have a favourite Deltic or a favourite colour that you might put on your mantelpiece when you get home and you'll say, yeah, I had a bit in that. that is my baby. 100 other people in the country have got this on their mantelpiece. I've got one on, I had a bit of this. Which one would it be?
I suppose as an Irish company, we'd have to pick the Irish racehorse, Ballymoss.
Ballymoss?
In Finsbury Park with the white window surrounds. That'd be the one we'd all want for a mantelpiece.
Brilliant. And when do we expect to see these on our mantelpieces humming away?
Our layouts, more importantly. We're looking to have samples in midsummer.
Okay.
And we're aiming to have them in stock ready to ship for the end of the year. So
brilliant.
Keep your fingers crossed that we can stay on schedule. That's our aim.
And Patrick, we very much look forward to these. It's been a long time coming, and there's been much talk on the forums again about Deltic enthusiasts wanting the ultimate Deltic, and you're pretty certain you're going to deliver this.
Well, yeah, we're hopeful we can. We'll never make any absolute promises, but we're doing our very best to make sure this is the definitive Deltic car.
Yes, and just to finish off, because I'm very biased among diesels and the Deltics, they're my favourite. I see hot on the heels, you've announced a Class 92 electric. Yeah. Tell me just a little bit about that.
Well, I suppose it's something that hasn't been done in ready to run form for quite a while in terms of a new tools model.
Yes.
New tool model. So the fact that it was that space of time that elapsed, along with the fact that we're doing the Mark V Caledonian sleeper coaches, which are hauled by Class 92s, that kind of made up our minds on that one.
Yeah, and very quickly, again, the Class 92, it looks like it's going to be popular, lots of liveries.
Yeah.
Where do you see railway modelling in 10 years' time?
Wow.
Are we going to have smoke coming out of our Deltics and sparks coming out of our Class 92s?
Yeah, I think slowly but surely things constantly evolve and new features come online, and DCC obviously adds that extra little bit of functionality that if you need it. So in terms of smoke systems, I've seen improvements recently on those. You used to look very overscale, look very fake.
Yes. Yeah.
I've seen some systems recently that look really good.
So, going off your sales and who you speak to, you feel that railway modelling in general isn't a dying hobby, or is there plenty still in it to go?
It's not the same as it was maybe 20 odd years ago, but it's evolving in different directions. It's becoming, it's possible now to produce niche items in ready to run form where it wasn't possible maybe.
Yes, of course.
And that's down to evolving technology and design processes.
Yeah. So as a new boy on the block, you're on the tails of the bigger manufacturers, and you're going to show them what you can do.
We'll certainly give our best shot.
I think you've already done that. Patrick, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.